Hey guys, so I just wanted to explain today some of the things that I've been thinking about for years, and rather than me repeat it or sit and stew in my frustration, I want to get it out there in a way that we can be aware of it so we can do something about it. That's really all I'm doing here. Just if we can know how you individually fit in the puzzle of an organization or a company, then we can do something about it. So let's look here. So that's my little conveyor belt down there. But what I wanted to talk about was more. So, say we look at that image there, and you can see that that's a conveyor belt and the company. So, if you look at all these things here, all this is the company, this is the organization, this is the advertising, the systems, the admin, and the infrastructure, the cars, the vehicles. And then every day you have the staff members. They jump on the conveyor belt, they work for the day, and then they get off the conveyor belt. So the business, all of these are all decisions. How much money are we spending? How much vehicles are we buying? What are we doing? So it's like a fight between the two. So you've got the people that are running the business, that are making decisions on behalf of the business, and the business owns the information or the capital or whatever it may be. So again, the business, what is the business? Business owns information, or it owns assets, or it owns capital, machinery, whatever it may be. And then the humans come and work there. So initially, the humans look at the business and see it as this all-powerful entity, and the business is the one making the decisions. But it is really, when you look at it at the core, very much a mutual partnership. One can't survive without the other. So right now, the businesses, when things go, like if the business has set up advertising for that month. So for example, we may buy some Google ads, and it's got, it may be $60,000 for that month. We'll pay upfront, and then Google will say, because you paid upfront and it expires in 30 days, we'll give you $50,000. So we've got 1 month to spend that, right? So on Monday, we've spent on marketing, we get all the leads, the office is working, and we're sitting there on Monday. And if the plumber calls in sick on a Monday, all that work and capital and stuff gets wasted, because now it never finished. Or even if the plumber sells the job and there's no one to actually do the job, and the customer cancels, all this effort from the company to the plumber to everything gets wasted, right? So the system has to work overall well. And when there's a breakdown in the system, it makes me very nervous, and is my greatest concern, one of my greatest concerns from day one. So for example, if we've got, the office, working there, and say someone's say you've got a business manager, and the business manager calls in sick for 2 weeks, the entire operation goes into havoc unless there's a replacement for them. Or if you've got a team of operations people, and half of operations calls, if they're away, then the whole thing collapses. We don't get enough calls, quality happens, all the things that we usually do fall apart. And the same thing for legal. We're relying on legal to look after us so that we keep the jobs flowing, clients happy, all that kind of stuff. Accounts is the same. Accounts are paying debt collection contractors, they're paying wages. And if someone is central to this position and they call in sick for 2 weeks or 1 week, or don't come in, they're like, it's okay. They're like, but this conveyor belt breaks down, the machine breaks down, the company breaks down. So the way I set up the company the best I can, I need everyone to do this, is no matter what happens, if people call in sick, this happens, that happens, whatever worst case scenario happens, we must be prepared. If there's a power outage, if people call in sick, if employees call in sick, whatever, there is systems set in place that there is continuity of the system. We really need to not be thinking of ourselves as this individual, and it's all about my job, my place, my setting, my perspective. We have to look after the system, because when you get off the conveyor belt for a week or two for an emergency, when you come back thinking everything's okay, there is a place to come back to. And I mean that genuinely. Like, I can't imagine how many places in the world will be breaking down, and systems are breaking down, companies are collapsing because of these things that could have been avoidable. And just like when COVID hit and